All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Pipe Bomb City, and welcome to the Money in the Bank review for 2016. Guys, before this video begins, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Tell me your opinions down below, guys. Tell me what you thought, because this was a very mixed reaction pay-per-view. I'll get into that in a second here. Be sure to check out my Instagram at instagram.com/pipebombcity. We're almost at 5,000 followers, guys. Thank you so very much for that. Now, be sure to check it out. So as I said, this was a very mixed reaction pay-per-view, all right? I have a lot to talk about for this pay-per-view, even for the shitty matches, or what I thought was shitty. I'll get into that. You know, there's a lot of stuff to talk about here. If you want to see my ratings for all the matches, they are in the description below. Check them out. I rate every match out of 10, so go check them out. But this was very mixed, you know. Or I think more than half said it was a pretty damn good pay-per-view. And then there were some who said, no, this was shit. All right. And that's fine if you thought it was shit, but I'm going to go with the people who thought it was great, you know. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If Ambrose didn't cash in, of course it would not be as momentous as it is, you know. But God damn it, it's still pretty good, you know. I mean, even if Ambrose didn't cash in, Rollins still beat Reigns clean, which no one seems to notice. But I'll get into that way later in the video here. Let's talk about the kickoff, though, guys. All right, the fucking kickoff was just awful, in my opinion. It's just bad. You know, you had pointless tag team matches. I remember the most pointless match of the night. All right, you can say whatever you want about Rusev and Titus in the women's tag match. This was just, oh my god, it was Breezango versus the Golden Truth. The Golden Truth beat them clean as a fucking whistle. And it was just so, they had some storyline going on where they attempted murder, you know. What culture taught me that? I didn't even recognize that. But they fucking trapped him in some tanning salon bed thing. I don't give a shit. And then they came out to the ring, and they're all burned. And just the whole match was just slap after slap. It was so pointless. All right, Golden Truth apparently got their first win. I haven't ever paid attention to that. Moving on to a kind of more important match, but still not at all. Lucha Dragons defeated Bubba Ray and Devon. I didn't like the match at all. I didn't like that Lucha Dragons won. Overall, kickoff show, not happy with it. I was not happy with the panel either. It was just so slow paced and just dumb in my opinion. All right, but that's just me. All right, I'm one of the very few who actually watched the kickoff, so that's just me. All right, getting into the main card, which I'm pretty sure all you actually care about. So I'm gonna start off with, of course, you know, actually, part of me wants to go in order, and then I kind of want. I'm pretty sure anyone watching this video is only here because they want to talk about the main event. But if you want to hear me listen, or hear me listen, if you want to hear me talk about the main event and the cash-in and all the good matches, skip ahead until you find it, man. Because right now I'm actually gonna go in order. I don't really do this in my reviews or predictions, but I'm gonna go in order of matches. All right, so. The opening match, we had the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship with Enzo and Cass, the Club, the Vaudevillains, and the New Day. All right, fucking the match. It was kind of a mess, you know. Of course, that's what happens in Fatal 4-Way matches, let alone Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matches. You know, that's gonna happen. It's fine, you know. I thought this was kind of underrated, though. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. You know, I just thought it was kind of a mess, and I expected a lot more out of it. There were a few botches here and there. I think this was the most botched match, actually, of the night. So it's disappointing. You know, this was actually one of 3 predictions I got wrong. You know, I got a lot of predictions right. I got 5 out of 8 matches correct for my predictions. But this was one of the 3 I got wrong. I said Enzo and Cass were going to win, and God damn it, they got a loud pop, Enzo and Cass. You know, the crowd... Of course, in every opening match, it's pretty much like this. But the crowd was pretty loud for pretty much everyone's entrances, and they were going along with it. And then, you know, just a mess. You know, I thought Enzo and Cass were going to win. You know, as I said, as soon as their entrance hit, I felt it. You know, but I guess I was wrong, and New Day ended up winning. Also, the New Day said something in their promo about them being the elite. Everyone is saying it's a Young Bucks reference. Honestly, I love professional wrestling. I fucking love it. You know, I'm obsessed. But I did not notice that. I didn't really know what it meant, you know. But apparently it's something for the Young Bucks going around. But honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have no idea what that means or anything, you know. So I'm not gonna act like an internet jackass. I had no idea what it meant, but a lot of people were freaking out about it, so I was kind of confused by that. But apparently, it's some with the Young Bucks. Some with the Indies. Honestly, I don't know. Typical New Day shit. But again, the match was kind of a mess for me. But again, there were some good spots. But I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. The second match of the night, I believe, was Corbin and Ziggler. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. This was a bit more slow pace. Baron pretty much just slapped and punched Ziggler so many times, and they kept saying, "Oh, he's a football player. Oh, he's a boxer," and I felt like that's where they were going for in this match. Look at him. He's a football player and a boxer, and now he's here in the ring, and he's gonna beat up Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it just kind of seemed like a mess to me, honestly. It was an alright match, so I did actually like some spots. If this was the first match they did, that would have been great, but it's not, because and that kind of brought it down for me. If this was the first match they did, and it was at Payback, it was on the main card, and this happened, this match, it would have been great. But again, we had the Payback kickoff, we had the Extreme Rules kickoff, and those matches were a little below average, a little below decent. And this, I thought it was above average. I thought this was a good match, kind of ish. I don't even know, but part of me, it's been so done, and I'm so done with this rivalry, and I just wanted to move on. The brand split is coming. It's been announced that the first live SmackDown, the brand split's coming. So they're going to do all that there, and I think Corbin can have a great opportunity on his own. But as long as Corbin and Ziggler are on separate rosters, I'll be happy, because I do not want to see this anymore. All right. The third match we had was the women's tag team match, the worst match of the night, on the main card. Sasha, I heard, is disappointed with the direction that women's wrestling is going to. I read somewhere. I'm kind of too, honestly. At WrestleMania, it was all hype. They had the new title, the triple threat match. It was so hyped, and now it kind of just, Natalya is crying when she turns heel, and Dana Brooke's here, I guess. And yeah, first of all, poor Becky Lynch. She's got turned on by Paige, Charlotte, and now Natalya. No one fucking likes her, I guess. I don't know. I did see on the kickoff they had some Q&A, and it was like hashtag heart and fire. Ah ha ha, get it? Because Natty Hart, her hair looks like fire. All right, but the match, honestly, I was not too happy with it. I just felt like it was really slow. I just didn't like how it ended. Natalya turned heel for some reason, and then she started crying on the way out. It made no sense, and I get what they're trying to go for. Oh, she keeps losing, so now she's mad and beats up her friend. But I don't know, at least it's some character. Before it was like, oh, I'm Natalya, and I like to wrestle, and I love my cats. That's kind of it. But now, at least that's something, But I'm done with Natalya for now. I hope we get to move on. As long as he's nowhere near that women's title, I'm fine with it. All right. The fourth match, I believe, was Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. This was actually a pretty good match. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. It was more than I expected it to be. It was going to be on the kickoff, but it was moved, and I'm happy with that. Because it was actually a really good match. Crews actually got the win, which was awesome. I noticed that Crews and Corbin got wins, which is fucking great, because A, these two guys need wins, and two, Vince is noticing, oh, hey, these young talents. I remember it was going around like a rumor, oh, Vince doesn't know what to do with these guys. And at the position they're in, that's fine. But let me just say right now, Crews got the roll-up, which I can guarantee that probably means that they're going to have a rematch either tonight on Raw. We're like an hour away from Raw, where I live right now. It's like 6 o'clock p.m. Starts at 7, fam. But, the roll-up pretty much means either they can have a match tonight on Raw, they're going to have one at Battleground, or one on SmackDown. Pretty much what I'm trying to say, they're going to have a rematch. At least one, If not, I would be very surprised, But typical shit. Probably until the brand split, we're going to have all these rivalries going on right now. Battleground is the first pay-per-view after the brand split, so probably there, everything's going to be cleared out, I think it's actually the week before, so that's going to be interesting to see. But again, this match was amazing. The white noise off the second rope was fucking great. I thought this was a really good match. I felt like this was Cruz's chance to finally show what he could do in the ring, and he finally had an opponent who can go with him, in Sheamus. But it was a good match. I'm pretty happy that Cruz won. getting into the good stuff here, we had AJ Styles versus John Cena. What a fucking... I don't know how to say this, you know. Part of me saying this was great, you know. I remember I was so excited for this match, you know. Weeks prior, minutes before it was about to start, I was so excited for this match. And the crowd kept chanting, "Let's go, Cena, AJ Styles," and it was great, you know. I was kind of disappointed in it. I'm not going to lie. This and the main event just didn't lead up to me. Also, I noticed these were the two most hyped matches of the card, and they were hyped a lot, you know. Probably most hyped of the year, honestly, if I'm being honest with you. Everyone was saying, oh, this is the greatest Money in the Bank ever. Oh, this is the Indies versus the WWE. Oh, this is a WrestleMania-worthy main event. Jesus Christ. Michael Cole, if he says this is a WrestleMania main event-worthy match, I'm going to kill myself, you know? Because, honestly, you know, and one thing about him saying that is that they're always saying, oh, you know, WrestleMania, grandest stage. I love to compete there. This is a WrestleMania match. I mean, but it's bad business, because then it shows everyone, okay, WrestleMania is all that matters. All these other pay-per-views don't mean anything. All right, I just think that's so dumb. You have a little kid saying, oh, God, WrestleMania main event, I can't wait to see what that one is this year. Let's not buy any of the other pay-per-views and let's just buy WrestleMania. It's very dumb, you know, how WrestleMania is just the best stage, you know, honestly. And now that we're getting the Shield triple threat, not at WrestleMania, and it's at SummerSlam, it's so dumb, you know. I swear to God, man, if they say, if we're gonna have the Shield main event, you know, or at least Ambrose versus one of those guys, I guarantee, man, if they say at SummerSlam this is a WrestleMania-worthy event, that's so dumb, because SummerSlam is almost as big as WrestleMania, you know? So I just think that's bad business, how Michael's always saying, oh, this is a WrestleMania main event worthy. I just think it's so dumb, you know? But I think he said the most for this match, you know, Styles and Cena. In my opinion, you know, again, I was so hyped for this, but I just feel like it didn't meet my expectations. Of course, it was a great match. It was a great-ass match, you know? It was pretty damn good, you know? But I just felt like for the hype that it had, you know, like once in a lifetime, I just didn't feel it. And the same with the main event. So hyped, I wasn't feeling like it. You know, like this is not as big as it is. And maybe it is just because it's at Money in the Bank. And Michael makes it sound like there is nothing good about Money in the Bank. I don't know. You know, but that's just how it is with me. You know, I just felt like it didn't feel like two big matches. It just felt like, all right, this is some other match. And they kept saying, I've said this a lot in the video, that they kept on saying, oh, this is the greatest Money in the Bank of all time. This was pretty close to it, but I'm going to go with Money in the Bank 2011. It was a great-ass card. That was the greatest Money in the Bank of all time. This is a close second, though, all right? But okay, how do I explain this, all right? Because part of me is saying this was going to be as good as CM Punk versus John fucking Cena. But then the other part of me is saying that was not as good as John Cena versus CM Punk. And I get it. They're two very different matches with two very different people, if you ask certain people, I guess. But I just was not feeling this. You know, Punk and Cena, that was one of the greatest matches of all time. You know, one of the very few 5-star matches in professional wrestling. But this should have been a 10 out of 10 match for me. But it just wasn't, honestly. I don't know what was wrong with it for me. I just felt like it was just kind of bland, in my opinion, if I'm asking you. There were a lot of great spots. It was a pretty damn good match. But overall, in 10 years, I don't think anyone is going to remember this match. All right? And, of course, there's SummerSlam, there's Battleground, maybe even WrestleMania next year. There's tons of opportunities to have these guys face again. But right now, last night at Money in the Bank, I just wasn't feeling it. Getting into some great ass match. Oh, also, the ending of AJ Styles versus John Cena. I need to talk about that because everyone was complaining about it. Jesus Christ, AJ Styles is a heel, all right. And I said it before that if they have ending like that, everyone's going to complain. But he's a heel. You know, that's what WWE does. I mean, I get it. You know, oh, Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean. Why can't AJ Styles? All right, well, Kevin Owens, you know, that's a different story. All right, and I get it. AJ Styles is of course, you know, the face of the Indies. Owens is beneath him for some, if you ask some people, you know, but he wasn't as hyped as not John Cena. He wasn't as hyped as AJ Styles. So why is AJ Styles not going to beat him clean? First of all, he did beat him clean. All right. Ref was not looking. All right. But again, they just Cena kicked the ref or Styles kicked the ref. I don't fucking know, you know. And then the club comes out and they do the Magic Killer, which is the fucking best move in the company right now. It's so damn good. And then Styles is placed on top of Cena, 1, 2, 3. And everyone's complaining about that. Styles is a heel. He's probably going to lose the next 1 or 2 matches. I don't give a shit, you know. I know that AJ Styles beat John Cena. I don't give a shit, all right? But as I was saying, you know, I'm not trying to complain about it too much, all right? I'm just going to roll with it. If Styles can get another win at Battleground, I would love it, you know? And then Cena can win the 3rd one. I don't really care. You know, if Cena wins one of them, I don't care because he's John Cena. He's the main event guy. That's not a surprise to me. But if Styles can manage to beat him twice, I don't care if they're both with shitty finishes. That's fine with me. Getting into the match of the night, and in my opinion, this was my favorite match of the year. You know, some other ones I thought were match of the year. I thought the Royal Rumble match this year was great. I thought how many men? I think it was like the 7-man Intercontinental Tag. Not tag. It's a mouthful. You know, the ladder match of WrestleMania this year. All right. I'm not going to go through all the words. Those were some pretty damn good matches this year. But Reigns Styles, that was good too, both of them. But this was the match of the year for me. I don't know what it is, but I love Money in the Bank matches. You could say whatever you want about just ladder matches. I love multi-men ladder matches. It's my favorite kind of match. You know, if you just have 1 versus 1 or a fatal 4-way, it's not as good for me, you know. With these 6 guys, and all of them are so damn good in the ring, and all of them have great characters. Del Rio, all right, but, you know, Cesaro are characters, but still, it was a great match. I fucking loved it. You know, I thought it was the match of the year. I don't care what anybody else says. You know, I thought this was a great match. Ambrose won. Ambrose got the win, and I was like, holy shit. You know, and I said it was very unpredictable. And you know what? Everyone always thought, you know, oh, it's so predictable. But then everyone was freaking out when Ambrose won, so I don't understand that. But honestly, man, this was such a great match. There were so many good spots. There were so many good spots, man. It was such a good match. I really did enjoy it. I hope you guys did too as much as me. You know, I'm not trying to sound like it's overhyped, because this was just so good, honestly. You know, match of the year. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It did have – I really can't name any mistakes with it, but again, I really didn't feel like it was a 10 out of 10 match. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was fucking great. You know, I'm going to give Cena Styles, by the way, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. All right? But this was just so damn good, you know? Once Owens and Ambrose in the ending, when they were both on the ladder, I said to myself right then, one of these 2 guys is going to win the match right now. Of course, those were the 2 most hyped guys coming into the match, you know, about to win. Owens, Ambrose, and Jericho, you know, but Jericho was fucking laying on the ground. Part of me said Jericho's just going to both shove him off, and then he'll climb up and win the briefcase, but that didn't happen. So once Owens and Ambrose were on that ladder in the end, I said one of these 2 guys is going to win it. And then sure as hell, Owens fucking falls off. Ambrose slowly picks up the briefcase and takes it off. And it was amazing, you know. The man was almost going to go to tears, which is fine, you know. I thought it was great. It's a long time coming, you know. Even before he won the title later, which I did not expect at all. I'll get into that in a second. But it just was like, it was out of nowhere. You know, it was a shock for me. Even though I said I saw it coming, it was really a shock. You know, I thought it was great. I thought this is his time, you know. This is great, you know. But it was a pretty damn good match. Sami Zayn was killing it, and he almost broke Kevin Owens' spine. Jesus Christ, that was brutal. Del Rio held his own. Cesaro was uppercutting everybody. Jericho was like, oh my God, just amazing. Played the character throughout the entire match so well. Owens was a beast. He came out so hyped to this match. He was fucking freaking out in his entrance. I thought he was going to win right there, because I was like, all right, they just told this guy he's going to win Money in the Bank, and now he's just freaking out. That's how I viewed it, you know, but that did not happen. But still, you know, He was fucking cannonballing the shit out of everyone and powerbomb. It was great. Ambrose was great too. You know, again, it was a great match. Everyone played a big role on the hype to this match. In the actual match, it was great. But then I realized that there was a U.S. title match right after this, which was it's interesting. You know, Titus O'Neil kissed his child on the mouth. All right, that was interesting. And then he tapped out in front of his kids on Father's Day after being suspended for 60 days. WWE. Yeah. No comment other than the fact that Rusev was a great heel in this match. And he's still the champion. Hell yes. Getting into the main event. Jesus Christ. This is the only reason everyone cares about this damn pay-per-view. All right, I'm not going to lie. This is the only reason I really care about it. You know, of course, there were great matches throughout. You know, some bad moments, but there were some great matches. So you know what? But again, the whole reason everyone's freaking out about this, Reigns comes in as champion. Rollins wins the title. Ambrose cashes in to win the title. You can't get any better than that. Every single man of the Shield was WWE World Champion in one night. That's amazing, you know? It's history making. Every single man has held the title. They have a combined total of, I think, 6 title reigns, you know? So Reigns comes out. Oh, my God. You know, this match, it was all right. You know, it was a bit slow-paced. It was way overhyped, just like Cena Styles. I feel like WWE is doing that a lot, you know? Like, Payback was kind of ruined because they hyped it so much. This is the first new pay-per-view of the generation. Yeah, you know? And then for these 2 matches with Cena Styles and and Reigns Rollins, you know, it was just very overhyped, but I think that they both held their own, you know? This was not a WrestleMania main event, you know, but still, it was a pretty damn good match. Rollins defeated Reigns clean, which nobody else cares about. I mean, I guess, it's a shock to me, you know, how no one cares about that, because Reigns has not lost clean in a long-ass time, and here he is losing clean to Rollins right away, you know, and it was great. I thought it was an all right match. You know, it was pretty damn good. And then out comes Dean Ambrose. As soon as after about 5 seconds in, when he wasn't walking out to his entrance music, I thought he was coming from the back, and sure as hell he came from the back, landed a nasty-ass shot to Seth Rollins, and then he cashed in. 1 dirty deeds, straight-ass face, and then he just slammed that guy into the mat. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose walks out as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and that is how Money in the Bank ended. We are 40 minutes away from WWE Raw tonight, so I can't wait to watch that. There's a lot of shit that's going to be going on, you know, so I can't wait for it. You know, I think it's going to be great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Money in the Bank review. It was a bit hectic, and I was just talking random shit for a part of it, so I apologize for that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this, you know. Be sure to check out my Instagram at instagram.com/pipebumpcity. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Money in the Bank. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Check my Instagram. Thank you guys so very much for watching. This has been Pipe Bomb City, and I will see you all next time.